The date is set. Princess Leonor de Borbón leaves Spain, leaving everything behind for love and duty. The palace was silent. The world expected a celebration. But no one expected this. She is leaving Spain. She is leaving everything behind. Not in scandal, not in rebellion, but in the name of love and duty. Princess Leonor de Borbón has set the date. And with that single act, she has changed the course of Spanish history. Tonight, we dive deep into the royal choice that will define a generation, shake tradition, and force a nation to see its future queen not just as a monarch, but as a woman. This is not a simple love story. This is the story of duty, identity, and destiny colliding in one of Europe's oldest monarchies. So what really happened behind closed doors? Why now? And what does this mean for the Spanish throne? Let's begin with the announcement. The royal household confirmed what many had whispered for months: Leonor's wedding date is set. The statement was simple, elegant, and formal, but the emotional aftershocks were anything but calm. Across Spain, reactions split. Some celebrated the romance. Others asked if their future queen was abandoning her homeland too soon. To understand why this moment feels so seismic, we must go back. Back to Leonor's birth in 2005, when Spain rejoiced at the arrival of a future monarch. From the start, her life was not her own. Every school choice, every public appearance, every word she spoke was measured and weighed by the press. And yet, she managed something rare for a royal: she became genuinely beloved. Her move to UWC Atlantic College in Wales was the first time Spain truly felt her absence. It was a test, not just of Leonor's independence, but of the monarchy's ability to adapt. She thrived. She returned taller, wiser, and ready to shoulder the weight of destiny. But destiny, it seems, had other plans too. Because during this period, quietly, discreetly, a love story was unfolding. The kind of love story the public romanticizes but the palace fears. This is where the narrative deepens. For centuries, Spanish royals were expected to marry strategically, to strengthen alliances, to maintain tradition, to protect the bloodline. But Leonor's choice was not about power. It was not about politics. It was about her heart. And that is why this announcement feels revolutionary. The date is set, but the symbolism is far larger than the ceremony. For Leonor, leaving Spain to prepare for this marriage is not a rejection of her people. It is a declaration that a queen can love, can follow her heart, and still serve her nation. But will Spain see it that way? Here is where we open the first curiosity loop. Many royal insiders believe this is the most modernizing move the Spanish monarchy has made since the abdication of King Juan Carlos. If the ceremony is held abroad, as some suggest, it could mark a break from centuries of tradition. Others whisper that Leonor may even delay her official royal duties until after the wedding, a move that could spark constitutional debates. And what of her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia? Their roles in this story cannot be understated. Felipe, a man who himself married for love, knows what it means to defy tradition. Letizia, a former journalist who faced her own storm of criticism, has likely been Leonor's greatest defender. But even within the palace, not everyone agrees. Some senior advisors reportedly warned that leaving Spain, even temporarily, might appear to weaken the crown's connection to the people, particularly during a politically sensitive time. This tension is where the emotional heart of our story lies. Imagine the scene. The night before the announcement, Leonor in Zarzuela Palace, walking through the halls that hold the portraits of kings and queens past. She knows what is expected of her. She knows the weight of her last name. And yet, she chooses to honor both love and duty. This is not an easy choice. This is a courageous one. As we move deeper into this narrative, we see that Leonor's decision may actually strengthen the monarchy in the long term. Young Spaniards, many of whom feel disconnected from royal tradition, see her as relatable, real, human. They see a future queen who does not simply perform duty, but lives authentically. And that authenticity could be the very thing that saves the institution she will one day lead. But there are still questions. Where exactly will the wedding take place? Will it be in Denmark, honoring Prince Christian's family, or in Spain, honoring centuries of heritage? Will the guest list reflect old alliances, or usher in a new era of openness? Each question leads to another, each answer opens another door. And that is why this story has captivated millions. Leonor is not just leaving Spain. She is stepping into her role as a bridge, between past and future, tradition and change, monarchy and modernity. And as the wedding date draws closer, the world will be watching, not just to see the dress, the vows, or the crown, but to see how one young woman carries the weight of a nation on her shoulders, and still finds room for love. This is the moment that defines her reign before it even begins. And perhaps, that is the true power of this story. Not that she leaves Spain, but that she returns, not just as a bride, but as a queen in spirit. Because when Princess Leonor walks down that aisle, she will not just be walking toward her future husband. She will be walking toward history. And Spain will be there, watching, waiting, hoping that this choice, this leap of faith, will guide them into a new chapter. And so, the date is set. The journey begins. And for Princess Leonor de Borbón, there is no turning back.